Hello students. In previous classes, I discussed you about some important biomolecules like carbohydrates, like proteins, amino acid, lipid, enzymes. But today I am going to discuss about the most important biomolecules called nucleic acid. Nucleic acid generally present in two forms like DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid and RNA or ribonucleic acid. So I will try to describe nucleic acids, its basic structures, its unit like nucleotides and nucleosides, their functions, their different types, and their roles in our physiological processes. So let's start with nucleic. Nucleic acids are linear mixed polymers of nucleotides. They are composed mainly of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and phosphorus. So nucleotides are the group of complex molecules forming a part of information transfer system and also participate in energy transfer system like ATP. They are basic unit of nucleotides. Nucleotides are composed of nucleosides and phosphate. Okay, nucleosides are the compounds forming by a nitrogenous base and a pentose sugar. Nitrogenous base along with pentose sugar when joined with phosphate group called nucleotides, but when a nitrogenous base is joined only with a pentose sugar, they are called nucleosides. So nucleotides are composed of a nitrogenous base, a pentose sugar and a phosphate group. A pentose sugar, or we can call it as ribose sugar, composed of 5 carbon. As I described earlier, pyranose and furanose structures of carbohydrate or Haworth projection of carbohydrate. A pentose sugar in Haworth projection look like this. This is first carbon. OH and H are added here. H and OH, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, and this is the fifth carbon. Furanose structures when 4 carbon atoms and the oxygen atoms involved in the ring. This is first, second, third and fourth carbon. It is ribose sugar. It is ribose sugar. Ketose and pentose sugars are called ribose sugars. But in case of DNA, it is present in RNA. But in case of DNA, in C2, second carbon atom, 1 oxygen is absent. So the structures are like this: OH, H, 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 only H, not OH. OH, H, H, CH2, OH. So in this way they are called DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and this sugar is deoxyribose sugar. Now I move into nitrogenous base. Nitrogenous base are of two types: purines and pyrimidines or pyrimidines. Purine are adenine and guanine. Pyrimidine are 3 types: cytosine, thymine and uracil. Thymine present in DNA and uracil present in RNA. Purine is consisted of 2 rings, that is 1 pyrimidine ring and 1 imidazole ring. This is called pyrimidine ring and this is called imidazole ring. But pyrimidine bases are consists of only 1 pyrimidine ring. So Purine ring like adenine and guanine are like this. Their structures are like this: nitrogen, carbon, nitrogen, carbon, carbon, carbon. In adenine, one amino group is added in sixth carbon. This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth carbon, seventh, eighth, ninth. So numbering is done opposite of against clock round, or opposite of round of clock. So this is called 6, as amino group is added in sixth carbon, 6 amino purine. But as in guanine, amino group is present in second and oxy group is present in sixth. So it is called 2 amino 6 oxypurine. Guanine is called 2 amino 6 oxypurine. But in case of pyrimidine, as I mentioned earlier, there are only one pyrimidine ring. Like cytosine, in case of cytosine, here oxygen present and here amino group present, but numbering is started from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So numbering is started from first nitrogen and then clockwise. So it is or cytosine is called, or maybe called as 2-oxy 4-amino pyrimidine, 2-oxy 4-amino pyrimidine. And uracil is called as 2,4-dioxy. Uracil is called as 2,4-dioxy pyrimidine or pyrimidine. But thymine, in case of thymine, in addition to 2-oxy group, one methyl group is present. One methyl group is present in fifth carbon. So it is called 2,4-dioxy 5-methyl pyrimidine or 5-methyl uracil. Thymine is called 5-methyl uracil, as only one methyl group added with fifth carbon atom and the rest are like uracil. They are called 5-methyl uracil, or they may be called as 5-methyl uracil. Then how the nucleotides are formed? Nucleotides are formed. A ribose or deoxyribose sugar is present at the center. One base is added with first carbon atom. One base means purine or pyrimidine. In case of pyrimidine, the 9th nitrogen is attached with first carbon of sugar, but in case of pyrimidine, first nitrogen is attached with first carbon of sugar, and phosphate group is always attached with fifth carbon, CH2OH. Phosphate group is present like H3PO4, phosphoric acid form, OH form, and then this OH and OH of phosphoric acid bind and this bond is formed. So in first carbon of sugar, 9th nitrogen of purine base or first nitrogen of pyrimidine base is attached, and in 5th carbon phosphate group is attached. This is how the nucleotides are formed. So the nucleotides, when formed, they called as in different names. Like adenine, when the base are adenine, the nucleoside may be called as deoxyadenosine, or in case of RNA, adenosine, and in case of nucleotide they called as deoxyadenylate, or when it is present in DNA, deoxyadenylic acid, or in case of RNA, adenylate or adenylic acid. But in case of guanine, nucleosides are called deoxyadenosine in case of DNA, and nucleotides are called deoxyguanylate or deoxyguanylic acid. In case of cytosine, deoxycytidine, deoxycytidyllic acid or deoxycytidylate. But in case of thymine, as it is present only in DNA, so only nucleosides may be called as deoxythymidine. Oxythymidine or thymidine is not present as it is absent in RNA, deoxythymidine or deoxythymidyllic acid. But in case of uracil, it is only uridylic acid or uridine. In case of nucleoside, it is uridine, or in case of nucleotide, it is uridylic acid. Here no deoxy form is present. So how the nucleosides or nucleotides are formed and how the nucleosides and nucleotides are named, it is discussed here. An important contribution of Chargaff, later we discuss when the basic structure of DNA, we will describe about basic structure of DNA. We will mention in addition with Watson and Crick, Wilkins, Franklin and Chargaff have many important contribution in the structure of DNA. Chargaff provide a rule, it is called a Chargaff's equivalence rule or Chargaff's rule of base equivalence. In that rule, they termed adenine and guanine, amount of adenine and guanine are same as in DNA, thymine and cytosine, amount of thymine and cytosine. So total amount of adenine and guanine are same as in thymine and cytosine, but not always adenine and thymine are same as guanine and cytosine. This is not same, but adenine plus guanine is always equal to thymine and cytosine. But adenine is amount of adenine is same as in thymine and guanine is same with cytosine. So as A plus T or adenine plus thymine is not equals to G plus C, then it may be A plus T divided by G plus C greater than 1, or A plus T and G plus C ratio less than 1. As we all know, the triple bond between guanine and cytosine, triple hydrogen bond, is more stable than we may call it as guanine cytosine. In case of nucleotides, when guanine and cytosine is more than adenine and thymine, they are more stable, and when adenine and thymine are present more, they are less stable. It is present in case of eukaryotic cell or eukaryote DNA, and it is present in prokaryote DNA. So we may call it as prokaryote DNA with higher melting point. This is called melting point, with higher melting point than eukaryotic DNA. So DNA is discovered by Miescher. DNA was the term DNA was coined by Jackaris, and the structure was given by James Watson and Francis Crick in 1953 with the help of X-ray crystallographic study of Wilkins and Franklin. And as a result, Wilkins, Watson and Crick are awarded as Nobel laureates. So DNA generally are of many types, but here we describe the structures of bDNA. DNA are of A DNA, B DNA, C DNA, D DNA, Z DNA, various types of DNA are present. But in our syllabus, the structure of bDNA is involved, and in our study material, in my study material, various types of DNA were given. The helix length, number of base pair, distance between two base pairs, and the diameter of various types of DNA are given. So let's start structure of bDNA. According to Watson and Crick model, DNA is composed of two polynucleotide chains. DNA is composed of two polynucleotide chains. Like this, two polynucleotide chains are involved in DNA structure. Both polynucleotide chains are complementary and parallel to each other. Complementary and parallel to, or anti-parallel to each other, because of one strand is 5' and 3', and another strand is 3' and 5'. As because in first carbon base is present and fifth carbon phosphate is present. Next nucleotide base is present, phosphate is present. Next nucleotide base is present and phosphate is present. So these two nucleotides are joined with three or third carbon atom with the fifth phosphate atom as this sixth phosphate atom. So first nucleotide almost fifth carbon atom with phosphate group unsaturated, and in the last third is the with OH is unsaturated. So this strand is called 5', 3', and its anti-parallel strand, as it is like this: first carbon atom with base and fifth with phosphate, third free, it is called 3' and 5'. So these are called complementary and anti-parallel to each other. One strand is 3', 5', and another strand is 5', 3'. Both strands of DNA are held together by hydrogen bond. Both bases are joined by 2 or 3 hydrogen bond. Adenine and thymine are joined by 2 hydrogen bond, whereas guanine and cytosine are joined by 3 hydrogen bond. Adenosine binds to thymine by 2 hydrogen bond, and cytosine binds to guanine by 3 hydrogen bond. Along the length of the axis of the helix, two grooves may be observed. One is along the length of the axis, one groove is called a minor groove and another groove is called major groove. Generally minor groove is 5.7 angstrom deep, whereas in major groove it is 7.5 angstrom deep. The helix diameter is 20 angstrom. The nucleotide strands that remain 10 angstrom different from the imaginary axis. Total length of a helix is 34 angstrom, and in a helix there are 10 base pairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 base pairs. So between two base pairs the distance is 34 divided by 3, 10 or 3.4 angstrom. And as the turn is 360 degree almost, so 10 base pairs are present in a turn. So each step of ascent or each step of turning is 360 degree divided by 10 is equal to 36 degree. So these are the detailed structure of DNA. RNA is, as we all know, single stranded. Structure of RNA or ribonucleic acid is fundamentally same, but there are few differences, like in sugars. In case of DNA there is deoxyribose sugars, but in case of RNA ribose sugar present. In case of nitrogen base uracil is present, then thymine, and it is made up of one polypeptide chain or it is single stranded. RNA are of two types, genetic RNA and non-genetic RNA. In some viruses, RNA works as genetic material and it transfers genetic information, so they are called genetic RNA. Reovirus, TMV, these are the virus with RNA virus, and their RNA is called genetic RNA. But in case of non-genetic RNA, where mRNA, tRNA, rRNA are the chief non-genetic RNA. Beside this, hnRNA, snRNA, scRNA are also present, and they are described in my study material very thoroughly. So let's start with mRNA, the three important non-genetic RNA. First, mRNA. This type of RNA are called messenger RNA. It was detected and given the name coined by Francis Jacob and Jacques Monod. Average molecular weight is almost 5 into 10 to the power 5, and sedimentation coefficient is 8s. S means Vedberg unit. It is the least stable RNA. It is always single stranded. It is produced by genetic DNA. DNA by process of transcription form mRNA, or mRNA is formed from DNA. This is single stranded. Eukaryotic mRNA is usually monocistronic, means mRNA is the product of single gene only. But in prokaryotic cells, several genes may give rise to single large mRNA, hence it is polycistronic. So mRNA structures, mRNA is 5 prime, 3 prime, and it is single stranded. In 5 prime end, there is 7 methyl guanosine base. Then intron 1 or non-coding 1 region, it is not involved in protein synthesis, so it is called intron. Then start codon or AUG, we will describe start codon, stop codon or genetic codon in class 12 in molecular basis of inheritance chapter. Then exon part, important part, the part which can code various proteins. Then stop codon, either UAA or UAG or UGA. Then intron 2 or non-coding 2 region, and then poly A tail. More than 100 to 150 adenine base are present in the 3 prime end. The 5 prime region is called, it is involved in protein synthesis. In case of exon region, it is called leader sequence, and the distal part is called trailer sequence. rRNA or ribosomal RNA was discovered by Kuntz. It is found in ribosomes and produced in nucleus. It is the most stable RNA, RNA generally found in ribosomes. So in prokaryotic ribosome, the 2 subunits are 30s and 50s, and in eukaryotic ribosome, the 2 subunits are 40s and 60s. In 30s ribosome, rRNA present is 16s, and in 50s 5s and 23s. So only one type of rRNA found in 30s and 2 types of rRNA found in 50s. But in case of 40s, the rRNA is 18s, but in case of 60s, 5s, 5.8s and 28s. 3 types of rRNA found. So in case of 70s ribosome, rRNA types are 1, 2, 3 types, but in case of 80s ribosome in eukaryote, there are 4 types of rRNA. And the last but not the least is tRNA. It is the smallest RNA, but its structure is very complex. It is 5 prime region and it is 3 prime region. It is the smallest RNA. Sedimentation coefficient is only 4s. Total amount is 10 to 15%, and it is synthesized by DNA in the nucleus. It is also known as soluble RNA or adapter RNA. It is also known as soluble or adapter RNA. In 2D structure, it is looked like clover leaf. In 2D structure, it is looked like clover leaf, and in 3D structure, it is looked like L-shaped. The clover leaf structures was given by Holly, and 3D or L-shaped structure was given by Kim. 5' ends with guanine. 5' end is ended with guanine, and in 3' end it is ended with adenine, cytosine, and cytosine. The molecule of tRNA is folded, and hydrogen bonds are formed between complementary nitrogen bases in that loops or arms. There are some places where hydrogen bonds are not formed because of the presence of some abnormal nitrogen bases like inosine, or it is described as I. So here 3 loops are present. It is called T-Cy-C loop, thymine, pseudouridine, cytosine loop. It is called as thymine, pseudouridine, and cytosine loop. It binds to the largest subunit of ribosome, that is, in case of 70S, it is binds with 50S, and in case of eukaryotes, it binds with 60S during protein synthesis. This is called variable arm. This is called anticodon loop, or as we write as anticodon or nodoxide, and it carries amino acid as the codon present in mRNA. And this loop is called DHU loop or dihydrouridine loop. It activates a specific type of amino acid and attaches it to the 3' end of tRNA. 3' end of tRNA. So, functions of nucleic acids. DNA acts as genetic material. Functions of DNA acts as genetic material. It promotes RNA during protein synthesis, or it promotes in protein synthesis. It control all the activities of cell directly, control activity of cell directly or indirectly, and it is the important constituents of chromatin. mRNA helps in translation by contributing genetic code and forming protein synthesis machinery. rRNA attaches tRNA to the larger subunit, and mRNA to the smaller subunit of the ribosome, and tRNA during translation it acts as a carrier of amino acid. Special RNAs like hnRNA or heterogeneous nuclear RNA, gRNA or guide RNA, iRNA or initiator RNA, snRNA or small nuclear RNA, and scRNA or small cytoplasmic RNA are also present in cells. So in this class, we all know about different types of nucleotides, different types of nucleosides, their forming and structures of DNA and RNA. Hope you all understand about nucleic acids. In next class, we will enter into cell.